Hey gang, it's your old buddy Platt, and today we're continuing on our wine series. We're however going to wrap up this little section of the series on American viticultural areas. In the next few videos, we're going to start getting into wine variants, things like meads, sakis are technically wine, but not wine in the way we think of it. But today we're going to talk about the Willamette Valley. The Willamette Valley is the largest AVA in the state of Oregon. It basically encompasses the area around the drainage basin of the Willamette River. It lies between the coastal range on the west coast of Oregon, and on the east is the Cascade Mountains, and it lies in between those two. If we remember our Columbia Valley AVA video up in Washington, the Cascades were on the western edge of that AVA and kind of worked as a rain block. Well, we're down in Oregon on the other side of that rain block, so that kind of gives you an idea of what the climate will be like. The Willamette Valley AVA was created in 1984 and is home to a vast majority of the wineries in the state of Oregon. There's roughly 500 wineries in the Willamette Valley, and the state of Oregon total there's roughly 725, so you can see a majority are in this region. In the Willamette Valley, there's roughly 17,500 acres under vine. A good bit smaller or less acreage than Sonoma and Napa, but still quite significant. The total surface area of the Willamette Valley is roughly 3.4 million acres. So still a decent chunk of geography. Within the Willamette Valley, there are 6 sub-AVAs. We have Dundee Hill, Eola-Amity Hills, McMinnville, Chehalem Mountains, Ribbon Ridge, and the Yamhill Carlton District. Apologize. Right, and those are the 6 sub-AVAs of the Willamette Valley. As far as climate goes, the Willamette is a fairly mild climate, cool, damp winters, dry, warm summers, but only a few days does it get over 90, and the area gets very little snow, maybe 5 to 10 inches a year, so not too much of the extreme. I want to say I read where maybe once every 25 years does it ever get down to around 0, so not too many hard freezes. But in general, think a little cooler, a little damper climate. And because of that, it kind of narrows the range of grapes grown. Still has a decent variety. You're going to get Syrah, Pinot Gris, Chardonnay, and some of the Chardonnays are really starting to get a good reputation from the Willamette Valley. But what it's most known for is Pinot Noir. Not just here in the U.S., but worldwide, it is known for some of the best Pinot Noirs around. And because it has a similar climate to certain sections of France, and because the growers there kind of early on said, hey, this is the grape we're going to hitch our wagons to, and we're going to take pride in this grape. And you can definitely see that in the products that come out of there. Some of the top wineries in the region include Erie Vineyards, Domaine Druhin, So-Called Blosser, Teutonic Wines, just to name a few of the top wineries. Even though this region has a little less acreage than Napa and Sonoma, a narrow range of grapes, it's still home to some really high quality, highly rated, award-winning wines. We're talking about the 2013 Momtazi Vineyards Pinot Noir, the 2015 St. Jury Vineyards Pinot Gris, and the 2013 Parsons Ridge Vineyards Pinot Noir, just to name a few of the highly rated wines from the regions. The particular wine we're going to try today is the Benton-Lane Pinot Noir. It's a 2014, comes in at 13.5% alcohol by volume. The vineyard is located in Monroe, Oregon, and it prides itself on sustainable, eco-friendly practices. Some of the things it does is it uses composting as a way to help the soil or fertilize it. They also use green ground cover. In a lot of vineyards you'll see between the rows just blank dirt, and a lot of times the wind can erode that or heavy rains. However, that green ground cover kind of helps maintain that soil. Also in the area around the vineyard they maintain native vegetation, so the ecosystem is not too out of whack, because again, Venus vinifera wasn't native to Oregon, so you can kind of tweak the environment by bringing in these foreign plants, so as much native vegetation around kind of helps maintains that balance. Let's give her a try. I get a little dark fruits on the nose. Ooh, that is nice. A lot of fruit forward, but yet there's some complexity. There's some kind of mouthfeel to it. It's not viscous anyway, but there's some substance to it. A little more complexity. I get some of that dark fruit. I get, how do I want to describe it? I get a little, almost like a Chardonnay butteriness to it, but it's not quite like that. But that's what it reminds me of. I get just a hint of some of the darker notes that you would get in like a heavier wine. But in no ways is heavy. It's not a Zinfandel or Cabernet where I'm getting like tobacco or leather, but it's just hints of that. I pick up almost a weird spice, but I wouldn't call it spice. It's weird. There's more complex, just not a fruity Pinot Noir, but it's still classic Pinot Noir in that sense that it's not, again, leathery, tobacco-y, but it has some complexity. Overall, that's a really nice glass of wine. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe down below. Also, please like these videos because it lets YouTube know that we're putting out good content. Any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them in the comment section, or you can always contact me on the Twitter page. Till next time, bottoms up.